Whoa. So my mic does work, which is pretty awesome. Um, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Sherry Bomb's channel. It's really cold out here in Chicago. I did not have the mood to go outside. It's cold. I just want to stay inside and not have to drive anywhere. But I did go out because I needed to get some stuff. I just made a new coffee drink. I like to make coffee for fun. Coffee is like an art, it has like art and the science to it. So today I made affogato coffee, which consists of all good stuff. I can show you one of these days, go live with doing that. It was really good. I can't help it. I make great coffee, and I'm sorry you guys can't try it, but maybe one of these days you'll have some of my great coffee. Ooh, I really hate when my hair falls down on me. It feels like a bug, and I don't like bugs. So, yeah, that's what I felt. Some people are like weirded out by how I feel that. Like, I used to work at this place in the city, the Merchandise Mart, and there was this lady who she was in a cubicle that was in front of me, and I'd be like, Valerie, I feel a piece of hair on my back. Can you please get that? And she's like, how do you even feel that? I don't know, pretty sensitive. So right now, my phone is full. I don't even know how to back this thing up. There's so much on my phone that I can't even post anything. I don't have that much memory, and I'm too lazy to do that. I wish I had like an assistant to help me out with this, because it's the worst thing that I have to do. I mean, it's not hard. It's just I hate having to back things up. I have so much on my phone. It's insane. So, yeah. It's Christmas time soon. Tomorrow I'm going to go shopping, Christmas shopping. Obviously, probably end up buying something for myself. I mean, I don't have to shop that much this year, so that's pretty good. If you know how big my family is, I would go bankrupt if I have to get a present for every single one of them. I mean, I'm just one person here. I'm not a family. I can't like give every single person a present. And my family is like the whole world. And it's one section here, family. No. I would rather travel somewhere, spend it on a ticket to go anywhere overseas. Wouldn't mind that. That way I wouldn't have to worry about spending money on every single person. But yeah, so I am here for Christmas. There are things that I want to buy that I would love to have somebody would want to give me an espresso machine, specifically the brand name Breville, but it's pointless for me to have any appliances here. If I decide to move overseas, I wouldn't need to bring any of that stuff. I don't have to bring, it'd be just too much for me to bring all those appliances. All I would have to do is easily just buy it over there. Yeah. So my phone is crazy. I can't even get into any apps. Oh, finally. Finally. Yeah, it usually kicks me out when I try to get in. And the crazy thing is, I have this protector on my phone, and I was paying with my Apple Pay. And what happened was it like flew out of my hand, and it shattered my phone. This is supposed to protect your phone. This is like a $40 case, and it shattered my phone. I showed people thought it was like, oh, they're like, that's pretty. And I'm like, it's not a decoration. It's my phone shattered. So, yeah. So, if anybody wants to get me a new phone for Christmas, that would be great. But I think I'm under insurance. So, maybe I can get my phone replaced. But I have so much on there that I would have to have backed up. And I think I will try and do that today. It's just so annoying. Should have. It's only because I don't have that much memory on my phone. I didn't get the one with a lot. But yeah. So pretty much I am home. I didn't go out anywhere today. I didn't feel like driving anywhere. I live in a place where you have to get a car to drive somewhere. And I would love it if I could just walk or bike somewhere instead of driving. It's been insane with my car this year. So my transmission went out because I waited thinking that nothing's going to happen. And finally, the day happened where I had to bring it to the shop. And it ended up being supposed to be like $2,000 to fix my transmission. The guy gave me sort of a discount, but the problem was that he kept it in the shop for a while and then brought it back to me with my car on the side. Some car hit it, and he didn't want to admit fault, which is annoying. And he gave me a $250 discount. This place is ridiculous. I was trying to bring my car back to them and tell them, hey, this is exactly what happened to my car. And the guy was being an ass to me. He was being very condescending, acting like I didn't know what I was talking about. I wouldn't have brought my car to this place if I knew that, well, in the first place, I wasn't even going to bring it to that place. But it was a last minute thing. And yeah, that happened that my car I would have to keep jump starting it all the time ever since I brought it back, or ever since he gave it back to me. So that was pretty annoying. He kept saying, oh, well, you need to change your battery. Called the place where I bought my battery, and my battery is only 1 year old. So it was not my battery. I've checked it like 3 times. Battery is good. And I'm starting to learn more about cars. Like, I know more. I'm not going to be the victim that every mechanic thinks I would be because I'm a girl. These mechanics here are just so untrustworthy. It's making me not like having a car. And it's important that I have a car because as a photographer and a videographer, I have to drive everywhere. The only time I don't have to drive is when I'm teaching. And that's very convenient because I'm just teaching at home. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to change into anything. Nobody knows that I'm just in my underwear, which is a great thing. Kind of like that convenient setup of just getting up and going to work. So, yeah, so I went online to go live. My friend Dean Scott, thank you for hooking it up. He was telling me, hey, you can hit your goals if you go live. So, yeah, going live. It's kind of weird going live, and it kind of brings me back to high school where I had to do speech class. And speech class was not one of my favorite subjects. Speech, math, most especially speech. I hated talking in front of people. I was really shy. But I was in acting class. I was in a play. I did acting. Acting is a little different than having to do a speech in front of a whole crowd. When you're acting, you're on a stage and you're performing. You're reading off of a script, and you don't really see the crowd because you get on the stage and it's all lighting, kind of like right now it's lighting, and you can't really see the crowd because it's dark out there. So it's not as nerve-wracking as having to go in front of a class where you're like, you got to talk and you got to look into everyone's eyes. You got to show that you got to engage yourself. So, yeah, I had to do speech in high school. And then in college, I had to do speech again, which was like you had to do it. Good thing that my cousin was there because she was the one that I was always looking at. She kind of made me feel more comfortable giving the speech out. And when you're going up to do a speech, it's really nerve-wracking, especially when the teacher has you, they're filming you, so you get to watch yourself back. And like I look normal when I watch my video, but when you're like going up to do your speech, for me, my hands get all sweaty, my heart starts pumping, and I don't hear anything except for like people are going to be staring at you, and it's crazy. Yeah. So, and plus it's light, so you can see everybody in view. Yeah. So that's my story on, was I even getting anywhere with this story? But yeah. Yeah, so what else? So tell me what you guys are doing for Christmas. Have you started shopping for anybody? I actually did buy something that wasn't for me. And yay, pat me. Give me a pat because I didn't buy for myself. Actually, I don't really need to buy anything for myself because I don't even have any more room in my closet for clothes. I have so much clothes. I did that cleaning out thing where you love it if you want to keep it. If it gives you joy, keep it. If it doesn't, put in the bag and I don't know, give it away. I have like 2 bags of clothing and it didn't do anything to my closet. Still have a lot of clothes in there, and yeah, I don't know what else. I would buy an organizer, but that would cost money that I wouldn't need if I was to leave anyways. I don't have anything to hold me back. So I don't think I would need to buy any more new furniture. Can't bring that anyways. I mean, if there was a way to drive my car, or yeah, that's really expensive. Yeah, I wouldn't need that. We just have to start all over, which is fine. Yeah. So this morning I did my workout. I'm getting back into my workout routine, which I do 60 minutes of jump rope. I do 6 sets of 10 minutes with a minute break in between. And then I do other workouts, which this time I tried what's her name? I'm subscribed to like 900 something YouTubers. So it's kind of hard for me to let's see if I can find that girl, whatever her workout was, that kicked my ass today. There was like no break in between. And I'm doing that for 2 weeks. So we'll see what if that is actually worth it. Um what was that? I do have like yeah, usually I do workouts from Gabriel Whitted. But like this one, that first one, I always did that and I don't really feel it unless I've gotten used to the workout. But yeah, so ab workout, butt workout, arm workout. Uh, who's the other one that I did? Ting? It's like Ting or something. Ching. That girl. Yeah, I don't know. I Chloe Ting. Chloe Ting's workout for 2 weeks. That thing is wow. It's difficult, but I think it's gonna get easier within the 2 weeks. Yes. I'm trying not to eat some sweets, but I've been making my coffees, and today, well, I put dark chocolate in there, so it's a little bit better. Trying to eat healthier again. I've been eating really bad, which it's life. You want to enjoy yourself too, but this is the holidays and all that food is coming. We just had Thanksgiving and my family had an enormous amount of food. There was so much, it was overwhelming that I couldn't even eat everything. It was just too much, from the food, the sweets, drinks. It was good, fattening, great stuff. But now it's going to be Christmas. I'm not sure where I'm spending Christmas this year. If it's going to be in the city, because the other Christmas is at my cousin's house and I was kicked out of there for no particular reason. And the excuse was I really, actually, I don't even know. My cousin's grandma doesn't like me for some reason. I didn't do anything to her, and her husband doesn't like me either. So they like to talk shit about me, and it's like I don't do anything. I'm on my own, minding my own business, not dramatic like them, super dramatic. So that's fine. I really don't care. I would rather be surrounded by people that, close people, who are, you know, who aren't mean to me for no reason. So, yeah. Might be in the city. Hopefully, my cousin's throwing it again. Or actually, I went to my cousin. My cousin has a coffee shop in the city. It's called Childhood Fractured. So if you guys want to check that out, you can donate. Childhood Fractured, www. Let me see. Childhood Fractured in Chicago. It's by Wrigleyville. So it's the north side of Chicago. That's where I used to live growing up in the city. So Childhood Fractured is a coffee shop that they want to help. Sorry, I'm losing myself right now. My ADHD. So Childhood Fractured is a coffee shop that does. Sorry, I can't think right now. I'm just like going out of it. So they support. They do. They're donating money for a good cause, which is they're supporting child abuse. My cousin's husband, he was abused as a child. Crazy story. I did some film for 13 of his paintings. He did 13 paintings of his abuse, and he was telling a story on each one. There was one painting that he did that while I was filming it, like I got so emotional and it like hit hard, made me cry really bad. And wow, I mean, that's how he felt knocked out each time he was doing those paintings. So the fact that I even cried during that painting, it was like so insane. So if you want to check out the website to the coffee shop, it's called Childhood Fractured. And if you want to donate, they have coffee there. He does art, so you want to check it out. What else? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. No, it's not. I might stop by there next week because I'm heading out that area. I'm going to the Kris Kringle thing with Kay. Kay invited me. We're not going to the one in downtown. So the Kris Kringle market they have is in Wrigleyville, which is on the north side, and then there's one downtown, which I really do not like. I went there, it was super crowded. I could not move. I was getting claustrophobic. I can't stand that much of a crowd. So it's kind of like, I mean, I've been to clubs and I've went dancing, but I don't know. The Christmas crowd just it gives me so much claustrophobia. Yeah. Especially yesterday, I went to the mall to return my cousin's um, clothing that she always does. She always buys stuff and then she decides she doesn't want it and then she wants me to return it. It's so annoying. But yeah, I went to the mall and it was the Christmas crowd where there was like a lot of people and I was like, "Oh no, I got to get out of here." Um then I was on my way out. I saw Sbarro Pizza here in Chicago. They had like the 4 cheese white pizza, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop by and get some. I didn't have to, but it just called my name. And there was this lady that I remembered. She worked at the Sbarro where I had my first job. My first job was in Golf Mill Mall in Park Ridge. I used to live in Park Ridge after living in the city. And Park Ridge is where, well, my brother went to school where Hillary Clinton went to high school. So that's kind of like a known fact there. Fun fact for you guys. Park Ridge. I was supposed to go to that school, but we ended up moving again. But yeah, so I was 14 years old when I first got my job. And usually you have to be older, but my mom was there and she's like, "Oh, can you get her a job?" And the guy was like, "Okay." And he hired me. And I was a cashier there. Got lots of free pizzas. Sbarro back then was really good. And the lady that I worked with, she was still working for Sbarro, but in a different location. But yeah, in Park Ridge, I was 14, had my first job. Not that I needed it, I just thought that I was independent after I did that, which I wasn't at all. All my money went into the mall. I worked at the mall. Who dropped me off? My mom. My mom dropped me off. She picked me up. And I didn't really save anything at all. I mean, how do you save when you're at the mall? And the mall was really, it was a great mall back then, but now it's I think it's gonna go away. It's sad. Yeah, but it's not my favorite mall. My favorite mall would be Woodfield Mall, which I went to yesterday. I like Oakbrook. Oakbrook is outside where I used to live when I used to live in Wheaton, and then Oakbrook, and then Old Orchard, which was from the movie Mean Girls. But they said they were at Old Orchard, but they were not really at Old Orchard. They always do that. They're probably filming in Canada somewhere, pretending that they're in Chicago, which they're not. Yeah. What else? What else do you guys want to know? You should ask me questions. It's probably easier. My dogs are so adorably cute. They have not been groomed for a while, so they're like big, fluffy pillows. And Rocco can't see. Rocco can't see at all. He's so freaking cute. Let me show you. He's sleeping right now, but all right. Look at this mop. So, oh my gosh, look at this guy. Are you camera shy? You can't even see his eyes. So this is Rocco. Can you see now, Rocky? You're so cute. And then Chanel, she's downstairs. She is very independent. She doesn't care. Rocco always wants to be by me. That's why he's up here. Right, Rocky? Rocky, say something. Rocco. So cute, look. But he's really dirty. And he needs to be groomed, especially for Christmas. Him and Chanel have an appointment for the 26th. That's the only opening that they have. So they gotta wait. I could take them, I could put them in the bath, but they're gonna get all matted. And I don't want them to like cut him that short. And Rocco gets all depressed after he gets cut really short. It's like he's a different person. It affects him, especially when he's all fluffy like this and he comes back and he's like, "What happened to my hair?" It's so cute. Adorable. All right, I'm gonna put you back in the bed. All right, what else can I talk to you guys about? I have a bunch of DVDs that are all my favorite movies. I went through all of them and I have some missing movies. And I'm not sure if I should go buy the movies because, you know, people stream them nowadays. But it's kind of cool to have it in your hand. You know, old school way. It's kind of like a book. A lot of people like to use their phone or like an iPad to read a book, and it's nice to have something to hold in your hand. So this one I have not opened, but it's one of my favorite movies. Well, basically everything that I have here is my favorite movie. But this is Indecent Proposal, featuring Demi Moore, gorgeous Demi Moore, Woody Harrelson, and Robert Redford. Really good actors. This is a movie I recommend you guys watching. It's a drama. And, you know, any movie that Demi Moore's in is going to be good. So, yeah, Demi Moore in Indecent Proposal. She's really hot. She's still hot. What else do I have? What can I show you? I love this movie. It's a cute movie, a cute rom-com. Imagine Me and You with Lena Headey from Game of Thrones. She's gorgeous. Then there's Piper Perabo and Matthew Good. I just finished a movie with him. It's one of my favorite movies, but I haven't bought that movie. What movie is that? The movie with... I just recently watched it and it's one of my favorite movies. I can't even open any of my apps. It won't even go to my apps. That's how bad my phone is. This is useless right now. Useless. All right, next movie. Oh, I thought I thought I lost this movie. All right. So I like movies with John Cusack. He's an awesome actor. He's from Chicago. He likes to make movies in Chicago since he's from here. Oh, I got 2 movies in here? Okay, so my other movie in here is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Brad Pitt and what's her name? Everybody crushes on her. I can't even think of her name right now. You know, Brad Pitt's ex-wife. Okay. Yeah, so this is a great movie. John Cusack, High Fidelity. If you haven't seen it, go rent this or rent it. You can stream it if you have Netflix. I don't know if it is on Netflix still, but some way you can find it online. This is filmed here in Chicago. What else do I have here? go with the English movies. 9 months. Ooh, there's like dust on here. On my movies. Hugh Grant. And why don't they put her name on here? The gorgeous Hugh Grant and Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore looks great still. Still beautiful. All right. Another one of my favorite, Reese Witherspoon in Sweet Home Alabama. Like those country movies. Or I like these country movies. Another one of my favorites. This one. Christmas movie. Love Actually. Let's see if I have any movies in there. No, I don't have any extra movies in there. Let's see. Another cute movie. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Heartbreakers. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sigourney Weaver, and Gene Hackman. They don't make these movies anymore. Like, movies now are just either they're trying to revive an old movie, and it's like, do you guys not have any other ideas? So many sci-fi movies. They're okay. It's just too much electronic. Too much computers. Computers can be a good thing. Computers can be a bad thing. Can't go wrong with Moulin Rouge. I recently watched, not recently, but I've always watched Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman is my all-time favorite movie. Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, 26 or 28-year-old Julia Roberts. I mean, all her movies are pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. It was kind of disappointing to find out that, I don't know if this is her body, but in the movie, she uses a body double. And after I found out, I was like, aw, I don't know, it just, not that it shouldn't make a difference, but knowing that. I don't only like rom-coms, but I also like horror films. I like everything. I like independent films. Right now, I'm watching on Netflix. My manager recommended it's an anime. It's Haiku, and they're volleyball players. It's pretty good. I don't really watch anime that much. So, I mean, this is pretty good. I like it. Maybe it's because I love volleyball. I play volleyball, hardcore volleyball. I drive an hour or two just to play 1 hour of volleyball. I love the competition. I love it when it's really competitive. And I hate lazy players. When I started playing volleyball in 7th grade. So I was 12 years old. I played it all the way till now. I'm still playing volleyball. But my favorite gym teacher, and she was also my volleyball coach, she was like, don't be lazy, go for the ball. And I hate people who just think that the ball will come to them. You gotta run to the ball. The ball will not come to you. So you never let a ball drop. That's what I learned. Like, I would I can get any ball. And I hate when people try to get the ball for me. I'm the setter, so I'm the second hitter. So I'm usually the person who's going to set the second set. And some people would get it, and it's like, I didn't even ask for help. Until I ask for help, then you can get it. You're just messing everything up. They don't think that I'm fast. They didn't call me Miss Speedy for a reason. So that and vertical woman, because I was really high jumper. So I can show you. So I played basketball in high school. That's me at the layup. Look at them looking up at me, because yeah, I'm pretty high jumper. Still high jumper. I love to jump. I love jumping. And that's the reason why I joined track. Not to run really, even though I had to do races, but mainly for high jump and long jump. And if you ever see high jump, I could jump at, I think the highest that I have jumped, so you like run in a circle and then you like jump backwards and you arch your back so you don't hit, there's a pole that you have to jump over and you have to arch your back and not knock that out. So I think the highest that I've jumped was 5'8", 5'9", and I wish I could do that again. Some people say, like, people are asking me if I'd go back to high school and redo it again, and no, I would not want to go back through that awkward adolescence stage, but I would love to do the sports again. I played 4 sports throughout high school. I started out with track, switched over to soccer. If I stayed in track, I would 100% for sure get a scholarship. I didn't. I wanted to move to soccer. I wish I could do like everything. I played basketball, point guard, and forward. But at the same time, they had gymnastics, and I would have loved to be in gymnastics. Um, during when I played soccer, there was also softball. I played softball when I was younger, but I would love to have played softball, and I would have loved to done diving. I'm not a good swimmer, but I would have loved to do diving, and that was all in the same season. And what other sports was there that I wanted to do and I couldn't? I think I would have wanted to do tennis, and I wish they had lacrosse. I would have done that. Lacrosse. I would have done all the sports. I played the violin growing up. Violin, clarinet, cornet, and piano. And I had a violin class that was after school, and I stopped playing violin because it ran into my sports. I I had too many classes already, and I had to either pick one. I wish that they could have started the sports a half an hour later. I would have continued playing violin. Um, I just got a ukulele, as the Hawaiians would say. trying to practice that. I have a guitar too, but it hurts. And the ukulele is a little bit easier on the fingers, but still, it hurts. I haven't been playing it in a while, but I've been playing piano again, and it's something you never forget once you play piano. I still have songs memorized. There's some pieces that I have a certain piano books that if I have it, I would remember how to play. Because Les Mis is one of my favorite plays, and the song that I play there, I know it from the piece from that book. I could buy a new book, but it was just how my piano teacher, how she marked it. It's just easier for me to follow, if that makes sense. You wouldn't understand it, but yeah. So on my own, by on my own, Les Mis is one of my favorite things to play. On my own, pretending he's beside me. I really love Les Mis. I watched that. I watched it live. I also watched Phantom of the Opera, which was great. So yeah, I was playing that song. Let's see if you can hear that. Okay, so no, never mind. I have a little piano here. Oh no, never mind. I have no room on my phone for any other apps or anything, and I don't know how to. I delete a lot of things, and it doesn't do anything to my phone. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. What else? I'm trying to learn some new pieces on the piano. I don't feel like buying anything, but I go on YouTube and just pick it out there and try to follow it through them. My friend Anna, who we used to do some duet songs together, we used to have the same teacher. Because she used to play piano at this place where my mom used to work and where I used to work. I used to work with old people at the retirement home, and I would play piano for the older people, and they enjoyed it. A lot of kids like to play music now, but the ones that I played were classical music, which was in their time, so they enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the classical music too. And the piano teacher, the lady that played there, she would play there on Thursdays. She was a piano teacher too. I would go to her house, and she's a Russian lady. Like all my piano teachers have been Russian, and my friend Anna, she's Russian too. She can listen to a song and play it. I wish I was like that, but I have to either read the notes and practice. I do have songs memorized that I know how to play. But I wish I could just get on the piano and just play. And I played volleyball this whole season. My finger is sore. Usually it's like by now I shouldn't feel the soreness. I can't even bend it. But when you play piano, and this is what I learned, people, you're not supposed to play piano like this. Like, you have to play like this. And you want to, yeah. What was my point? I don't even have a point to that. All right. What else? So I guess I don't know what else to say. I'm going to go try and back things up on my phone. I have iCloud. It's taking a while. I filmed some videos on my phone. People think that you can't get a good video on an iPhone, but you can. If you know how to make a story, it doesn't matter the equipment that you have. The equipment that you use, if it's like more expensive, it'll help you. But yeah, if you look at one of my YouTube videos, I have one with Kat. I think it's when we were, what is it called? Watch. Some of it was filmed on my phone. It's called Dosa Night. Doja Night. It was the first time I had Indian food after not eating meat for a while. I get into these things because I usually visualize things when people tell me, or it's when I see things. I went to an exhibit at the the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, and I was always watching this thing called Body Worlds, which was held in Germany, and it was like they were saying it's so they couldn't show it because it was very gruesome, and I thought it was like gonna be scary because I like scary things. So I decided to go watch it when they came here. They brought it here, which was really awesome. It's called Body Worlds. I'll show you some pictures. People who, if you've gone to Body Worlds, everything in there is made out of human skin. It's a doctor who preserved the people's human skin. People who have died had donated their skin to science, which is cool. So this thing, check this out. I didn't see this one in the exhibit, but yeah, that's all skin. This thing is real. This exhibit is really good for medical students because everything you see is like precise. It's so good. But there was this part where they were showing like parts of the body, the stomach part, and it looked like the meat that you get at the store. And after watching that, after going to that exhibit, I couldn't eat anymore because I was like, oh my God, I'm eating myself. I could just visualize it. I didn't want to eat meat, so I didn't eat. I mean, I ate chicken, but I didn't eat anything else. Like, I didn't eat any red meat for a year or two. Yeah. Oh, so here, look. This is high jump. This is what I've done. And this is what they had in the Body Worlds. It's an amazing thing how this guy can carve like everything, every part of the body. The one that I saw, though, was the horse. That one, I don't know, it kind of scares me for some reason. Yeah, I didn't eat meat after watching Body Worlds or going to the Body Worlds exhibit. And it wasn't until I made that film, that YouTube video with Kat, that was the first time I started eating meat again. She's a foodie. So after eating that, I was like, oh, I missed eating meat. But the fact that I could visualize what I'm eating. So, for example, when my cousin, when I was 13, there was this dish called dinuguan, which is made out of chicken blood. I didn't know that. I really love that dish. And after she told me what it was, I just couldn't eat it anymore. And Kat's like, well, if it tastes good, just eat it. It doesn't matter what you think of it. So, yeah, after that, I just started eating meat again. And steaks are really good. I love it medium. I used to like it well done, but I like it juicy. Yeah. My internet is working, or my phone works on certain things, which is good. Why is my phone saying that it's full? See, iPhone storage full. Well, if you want to know, I have 6,296 photos. Well, 5,213 photos and 1,083 videos. This has been collected since my old phones, and I just moved it over. And just added to it. Insane. Could have backed it up. It's a bad habit that I have, considering I'm a photographer and I have to save videos and photos, and I have to back them up, and I don't do that with my phone or things on my computer, which is a bad thing. If only I had an assistant. Does anyone want to be my assistant and move things from my phone? I would love that for you. I would love for someone to do that, because I'm really lazy about doing that part. All right. Wow. I've been talking for an hour about nonsense. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching. If you're not watching it now and you're going to stream this later, yay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. If you're new, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys again. Bye.